Hello and a warm welcome as you join us for the second video tutorial in our new series as we lead up to the release of Paramics Discovery 25 later this year. My name is Malcolm Calvert and I'm the Director of Paramics Microsimulation. It's a pleasure to be with you today.
This new feature is all about how you can import aerial images into your models really quickly and easily and do that from multiple images. It's also about how we've improved the performance around scrolling in, zooming in and moving around the model with the aerial images in the background. So let's jump straight in and see exactly how this feature works. Okay, I've got a model in front of me here and it's a rather large model. In fact, if I go up to the help menu and look at the license details, I can see that this model is over 300 square kilometers. So it's a really big area. And so to introduce tiles into the background of this model is going to be quite a lot of data. Now, in the Edit Network menu, Import, before version 25, you would need to go to a single image, select that image, and import that in one at a time. And you can see in my folder I've got lots of images here. The new thing in version 25 is the ability to import multiple images, and you do that through a CSV file. So I've set up a CSV file called images, and when I click open on that, you can see that I've got a list of details about the image. And I'll just expand the CSV file so we can see exactly what's in it. So I've got the path to the images, or the relative path beside the model. I've got an X and Y coordinate, a width and a height, and then if there's any angle. Now also on the right hand side you'll see there's a column for animated. You can actually introduce animations into Paramics Discovery using this as well as images. So that's quite a neat feature as well. So we've got my file and click open. It will bring that into the model and you can see it starting to populate the model with the various images that are in that file. And this is doing this really very quickly, considering the size of these images and the size of the model that we're working with here. Now if we have a little look at the folder again, just to give you a sense of how big these images are, I'll go to my details and you can see we're talking about 8,000, 9,000 megabytes often in many cases. And it's loading those large files in pretty quickly. So that's really nice. Now the other thing that we've got here is when we navigate around the model, the performance is good, and that's something we've worked quite hard on to make sure that the model doesn't slow down. And the way that it does that, it sort of pixelates the image, and then when you zoom in you'll see the image becoming more detailed. So when you're zoomed out, then the images become a bit pixelated, and that makes the performance better. And then when you zoom in, it will bring into detail, into focus what you've got on that immediate screen. So that's really nice. Now, as well as importing, you can export that CSV file. So you'll see the images feature in the export module here, and you can just give that a name and export, and that will write the file out as a CSV, just like the file that we imported as a CSV. Now, in terms of the performance, that would also apply to overlays that you've got and 3D shapes as well. So the performance improvements go across the board. And you can see there in the export CSV, it's exactly the same as the one we imported, but just with a longer path because it takes the whole disk drive into account when you're exporting.
So that's the second feature coming to Paramics Discovery 25, which will be available later this year. And this is just the second of several video tutorials which we'll be bringing in the next weeks and months as we introduce all of the new features in Paramics Discovery 25, showing you what's in the version and also crucially how to use it as well. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.